Hi everyone, it's maths time again. Isn't zero amazing? Hasn't it been amazing working with zero? Well, zero's got a little bit bored of just doing the magic soaring trick and splitting our numbers apart. He also wants to include some of the other friends that he has. So I wonder if we can help him today to do a little bit more magic with our zeros and actually trying to add some more of his friends along with him. So Zero said that he has friends called 25 and he's in that group of friends. And we have already looked at how we can split that to show magically appear where 0 is in 25. But he doesn't want to only do that today. He also wants to include some of his other friends. And he's got a group of friends that have 4. So I wonder what we can do, because that's a lot. 25 and 4. If we had to do that in our heads, I wonder how many there are altogether. It's a bit too tricky, isn't it? So how about we use some strategy that we used last time in our splitting to help us figure out how many there would be of all his wonderful friends. So if we have 25, we'll put our friends of 4 to the side for a moment. How did we split? How do we magically saw in half or saw apart 25? That's right. We sawed it into a 20 and a 5. You remember there's our 20 and there's our 5. We split it apart. We magically sawed it off. So we know that 25 is the same as 20 and 5. And we know working with zeros and tens are really a lot easier. So I wonder if we did this, whether that's going to make it a little bit easier. Stop the video. Now that we know 25 is the same as 20 and 5, I wonder if you could put it all together now. Stop the video and see if you can think what there might be all together. And if you found it easier, why was it easier? How did you go? Did you have a go at telling me and telling your teacher how that you actually got that? And why it was a little bit easier if you found it easier? Well, I hope you had lots of fun doing that, because you can see that this is a 20. It's a tens number. It has a 0. And when we have zeros, it makes it a lot easier to add to that number. When we just had 25 and 4, oh, that was a bit tricky. So we know that we can take that 25 and we can magically saw it apart to make 20 and 5. We can put that to the side now, and we know that we have 20 and 5 and 4. What does 5 and 4 make? That's right. We know that 5 and 4 is the same as, it's equal to this number. That's right, number 9. So we can swap it for the 5 and the 4. We can swap it for the 9. And what are we left with? A 20 and a 9. So all together, I wonder if we have 20 and 9, if we add them together, how much is that going to make? What is that the same as? Do you think? How come you got that so fast? That's fantastic. That's right, it's 29. Yes, that's right, because working with zeros does make it a lot easier. If we had any number plus 20. If it was 20 and 1, what would our number be? That's right, 21. What about if it was 20 and 8? That's right, it would be 28. It's much quicker to add when there is a 0 number. It's a tens number when we have 2 digits. Fantastic. So just like 0 suggested, we don't want to just play that game. We would like to do something else with it, and we're going to do some construction, some building. So hopefully you've got some MABs, those blocks, and there's sticks, and you also may have ones that are units, the little tiny ones that are centimetre cubes. They may be plastic, they may be wood, but it doesn't matter. They're all the same. They represent a number, they represent an amount of things. So I've got some strips, so that would be like your sticks. How many is in a stick? That's right, there's 10 in a stick. How many is in one single square? That's right, there's 1. So if I was to check now and start building, we can actually start building to check what we're doing today. Instead of our pegs, we can use these and have a look at how we might add these together. So if I had 20, how many sticks would we need out of all of these together? That's right, what I had just had then, 2 sticks, that's right. And do they go on this side or the other side? The 2 in the units? No, it swaps around. All right, so we have to swap them around. So this shows the bigger amount is always on the left side and the smaller amount is always on the right side. Fantastic, you're learning well. So we have how many? 2 tens. That's good. I'm going to get you to find 2 blocks, 2 sticks of the blocks, and you're going to put them together. If you want to lay them out on the table that way, that's fine, or you might start building them upways. I can't do that because these are flat, but you may be able to build them upways. Now, how many units are we going to have? That's right, so we need to have 9. Now, in just a moment, we're going to do some splitting. Okay, so we have 9 of these. They should be able to line up. There we go. And there we have 29. Fantastic. So you can see 2 rows of 10 and 9. Now the question to start with though was 25 and 4. Is that the same? So have a look at what we've got here. Look at our picture here. And I'm going to see if 25 and 4 is the same. So we'll take this away there. So we've got how many here? We'll take, that should be 5, do you think? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 20. So let's count. We've got 10, 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, and then how many more friends did 0 say he wanted to join his group? He had 4, so we add more. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, does that look the same as our 29 altogether? Does that look the same? That's right, it does. So we've checked now in a few ways our 20 and 4 is the same as our 29. So we've checked there by splitting and then adding our friends, which was a very simple, quick way. We've checked now, doing it with our blocks to see. So I wonder if you're clever enough to do some splitting and adding and checking with your construction materials. And remember, to get your digits to start with, let's use some fun dice so that we can get some numbers. Now, if you get stuck, sometimes these numbers can get quite big. You might ask for some help. If I had 25 and and we needed 6 more, 25 and 6, it might get a little bit trickier, but we can still use our construction material to help us. So if we don't know, we can do our splitting and our adding and still get us to help. So we can have 25, which is our 20. So we've got 2 sticks. And our 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get rid of those. So we know that we had 20 and 5, which is 20 and 5. So 20, we can put them sideways if you like. 20 and 5. And instead of 4, we are adding 6 this time. So that's a bit trickier. So we're going to add 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder what's going to happen now. All right, if we were to do that, we would end up with, what's 5 and 6 when you add it together? Yes, it is a bit bigger than 10, isn't it? What are we going to get? I wonder. So if we line them all up like this, see, it is bigger than 10. How many is it? That's right. With one more, that makes 11. So we know that 5 and 6 make 11. We can even swap our little ones for what? Do you think so? I think you might be right. We can swap those for a stick and we can put it in there. That's getting very tricky. So we would end up with quite a big number. How many would we end up all together? That's right, 31. And if I was to stop building the construction and put them side by side, it would look like 31. Well, I wonder how many that you can do, how much magic splitting that you can do, and how many friends that you can get to join Zero and make him super, super happy. Well, I hope you have lots of fun with that. We'll see you next time.